And tell John I'm doing this. I, would you? I'm making a video. Why are you bothering me? I told you to wait until after I shaved before you made a video. We'd make it together. Well, you may be the smart one. You may be the responsible one. But if I wait on you to shave, I'll be waiting forever. Because you're the king of procrastinators. Look, I changed the light bulb. I don't think it made much of a difference. You're going to have to make. I'm going to hit you if you don't leave me alone. I'm going to hit you harder than I hit you last time. I'll leave a mark. Hit you with my fist. Okay, so you got an idea what you want to say? Well, I was going to talk about the light and a couple other things. What are you going to call this video? I don't know. We'll come up with something if we put our heads together. That's what I figured. Go ahead. Take it away. Okay, well, he figured it out. Thought I could sneak one by him. I put a lower watt light bulb in my light. Didn't help at all. Okay. Uh, I want to talk about. I've been having a problem with beverages. I can't open twist top like jars or like 20-ounce soda. Can't get those open. Well, generally I can. Takes a little while. But someone has been leaving me care packages, bless whoever they are, food, toilet paper. I don't need toilet paper. And beverages, Gatorade, twist top, and some other beverages. But anyway, I can't open any of them. It's driving me nuts because, like, when I went out earlier today and got real hot waiting on the bus, got real hot walking to the 7-Eleven, got real hot walking back to the bus stop. I could have used the Gatorade because I forgot to buy the damn soda. Hey, John. Hey, Gully. Get your name straight, buddy. You're John. I'm Gully. Okay, Gully. Listen. Ernest and Julio called. They want their wine back. The hell are you talking about? Who's Ernest and Julio? The Gallo brothers who don't really exist, but it's a joke, you moron. Well, I'm the one that does the humor. You're the one that does the serious stuff. You just wait until I get done and you can put this together however you want. Why are you looking off to your left? There's nobody there to give the impression that I'm talking to somebody. I think they're smart enough to figure out you're talking to yourself. Go on with your video. I'm gonna go think about shaving. Anyway, so I drink a lot of coffee because I don't have to twist anything off to make coffee. Mm. It's not as refreshing as a cold beverage. This is a 100-watt light bulb, and that's supposed to be a 40, but apparently it's not because it gives off just as much glare as that 100-watt, if not more. I think what I'll do is start doing these during the day where I can open my blinds and just use the light from the day that comes in. I can at least see how that looks. That might be a temporary solution to my lighting problem. In the meantime, I hope you'll bear with me. Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about some television programs that you may or may not have seen that I enjoyed. Let's talk about the first one. I didn't take notes. You're the one that takes notes. If you knew I was going to do this, which you did, even though you're going to pretend you didn't, you should have took notes for me. So just, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you hard. Sorry. show called Jericho. It's a post-apocalyptic setting, not unlike The Walking Dead. However, there's no zombies. There are no Walking Dead in Jericho. It's centered around a character named Jake, who's returning from who knows where, and there's a nuclear disaster, and him and his family and friends sort of band together to take control of the situation, make sure everybody's safe. It's a really good series. I highly recommend it. There's also a familiar face, an actor named Lenny James. I'm afraid that came out as a mumble, so let me say it again. There is a familiar face in this show, Jericho, played by an actor called Lenny James. Lenny James plays Morgan on The Walking Dead and also on Fear the Walking Dead. He has a character, can't remember the character's name, in Jericho that you will like. If you like Morgan, you'll like this character in Jericho. Okay. There was like two more shows. Why didn't he take notes? He's an idiot. Ernest and Julio. What the hell was that? I'm gonna hit him the next time he comes by. Leverage is another television program that is full of fun. Stars Timothy Hutton, Beth Ricegraf, Christian Kane, and Aldous Hodge, I think is his name. I think the show is funny as hell, but it's got some drama mixed in with the humor. I don't know if they intended it to be a comedy, but I find myself laughing at every episode. It's called Leverage. Later on, oh, there's also I can't remember her name, but she gets replaced with Jerry, the girl that played Seven of Nine. Jerry Ryan? No, that's not right. I can't remember her name. Anyway, it's a good show. Will Wheaton is in it also. Well, we don't want to mumble his name. Will Wheaton was also in it. I played poker with Will Wheaton many years ago. He probably doesn't know it. I met him in person in Las Vegas. Made a complete ass of myself. I'd like to think I'm not the only one that's made a complete ass of myself in front of Will Wheaton, so he won't remember me. I'll just be one of scores. Oh, phrases. I wanted to talk about phrases. You might hear me say on occasion, let me explain. Let me explain. It's something I heard years ago in either a television program or some 6-year old said it to me, but I've used it ever since. If I say something that might not make sense, I'll follow up with let me explain. Let me explain. A lot of times I talk. Let me explain a little better. I talk a lot. People pretend to listen. If they give me an inch, I'll take a foot. If they give me a foot, I'll take a yard, a mile, whatever. Another phrase that I'm often, and I know exactly where this one comes from. What it was, that comes from Rosie Perez. And if I had any sense, fortitude, and willpower, I'd put um, videos of these phrases said by these people up on this video in the display window. But screw it. And there's no telling when this particular video is going up, so that might happen. But no promises, so don't count on it. Oh, tired. Changing that light bulb was a trick. Kind of funny. Let me explain. I knew the bulb would be hot, so I had to find something so I wouldn't burn my fingers. I spent a good 10 minutes trying to find something. Ended up grabbing a pot holder from the kitchen. Proud of myself, just protect my fingers. But then, as I looked up at the light, it was off, and it has been off for a few hours. It's not going to be hot. I wasted 10 minutes looking for something to protect my fingers. Anyway, that's that story. What's next? Don't do it, John. I told you to leave me alone. How did I do that? Just sit over there for a minute. He wants to talk about Trump. I don't think it's a good idea because it's political. Probably shouldn't get political on this venue. He thinks what he has to say is funny. I told him we'd do a separate video if we get the actual courage to do it. He's crying in the corner. He hit me hard that time. Here's the thing. I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. For that matter, I'm not pro-political or anti-political. I've come to believe throughout my years, I'm 50 something, that our government doesn't work as intended. What do I mean by that? Well, it's supposed to be for the people, by the people, of the people. I don't think that's the case. Okay, let's put a disclaimer. Rewind. I'm not a historian. I didn't go to college, but I'm not an idiot either. I'm what I like to call an observer. I'm not going to let him talk about Trump at this particular time. Maybe I will. Anyway, I'll just tell you what he wants to call the title of the bit he has in mind. We have a toddler in the White House. That should be enough for y'all to go on if you observe as I observe. No, I'm going to finish this video. You just relax. I'll shave tomorrow and we'll get together and think about something interesting to tell everybody that might be watching. I'm looking to the left because you're looking to the left. We got to keep a continuity going. Continuity, that means even flow. Like, let's say all of a sudden my shirt changed from red to green. There would be a continuity issue. People would go, what happened to his shirt? I know it's not a shirt, but they don't know it's not a shirt. They can only see this high up. They don't know that it's a gown, dressing gown. Yes, now they know because I told them. I told you. Shut up. All right, you finish the video. Oh, thank God. He was talking and talking and talking. Did he ever shut up? He keeps telling me I shouldn't lean into the camera, but until I get a better equipment and better situated, I'll probably find myself leaning into the camera quite a bit. I tried to write it off as a magical zoom in and a magical zoom out, but that's not going to fly. I'm working on getting a backdrop. I don't want to go into too many details on how I'm working on that, but it involves charming and conning and convincing. Conning and convincing, pretty much the same. Only one is more devious. I'm going to use my charm and hope that works so I don't have to do any convincing. Basically, I've asked my family to make me a backdrop. I can't move any of this stuff around. It's too heavy for a one-armed man to move around. I don't know where I'd put it anyway. I got like 400 square feet to work with. Half of that is a bedroom. The other half is a bathroom. I know it don't add up, but John's pissed off because I hit him. He's the one that thinks I just talk and talk and talk. Sometimes I sing, but I'm not gonna sing. You know what I might do for you people? This thought came into my mind. Rockin' Robin by has it really been 15 minutes? Oh hell, that's way too long. That means it's gonna be over 600 meg. That's the only song that I choose that my body agrees to dance to. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet by the Jackson 5. Not any remakes or covers, the original. Little Michael, Little Waylon, Little Tito, Little Randy. Way back from the 70s, I think. Back when most of y'all weren't even a twinkle in your daddy's eye. Maybe your mother's eye, but not your daddy's eye. I guarantee you. You weren't born yet. Okay, he's right. I'm talking too much. I haven't said a goddamn thing. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Until next time, I'm sure it won't be much more than 12 hours from now. Which hotkey is it? Control, I think.